Hey folks, my name is Andrew Malik with REMAX Kelowna, and welcome to a live update on the market. Today I'm going to be going over to the June stats, talking a little bit about the Residential Tenancy Act changes or highlighting some of them. Also tell you a little about my personal life as well, and what's been happening with that. Before I do that, would you please like and subscribe, share this with anybody that you think might get some value out of it as well. So now into the stuff. So my personal life, in-laws have been in town. Ken brought his boat. We took the boat to Rattlesnake Island, and if you haven't heard of Rattlesnake Island, Google it because there is a whole story behind it, whole documentary on it. Really cool little place. Well, it was really just an island. It wasn't that big, but it's got some really interesting, things about the history of that. Then we took the boat to Penticton, and this is kind of actually the first time ever for me ever taking being on a boat on the Okanagan, which is strange because I've been here for a bit. And then our Airbnb is licensed in West Kelowna. We've been getting some bookings, so that's been awesome. And then enjoying the sun. If you see me scratching, I apologize. I have really bad eczema, and it's just I think I also got sunburnt as well. So the heat and all that kind of stuff really agitates my skin. So I apologize in advance. My neck, my creases in my arms is really quite itchy. It's almost like I have lava on my skin right now. But anyways, so let's talk a little bit about the Residential Tenancy Act changes. So some of the big changes that are happening with the Residential Tenancy Act, the BC government is creating actually a website that is going to be mandatory for landlords to send notice to tenants. And then they've also increased noticed for tenants to vacate from 2 months to now 4 months. So keep this in mind whenever you're putting an offer on something. If you're a buyer that's putting an offer on something that has a tenant in it, or if you're a seller that has a tenant in there as well, plan for that. And then the other change as well is the dispute time. The dispute vacancy has been increased from 15 days to 30 days. And then also, if you are giving a tenant notice to vacate because you're going to occupy it, then the owner has to occupy the property for 12 months instead of the previous 6 months. So a little bit more stuff. BCRAA's website actually has a great whole highlight or details of the Residential Tenancy Act stuff. So I'll provide a link in my comments for you on that. And then let's go into the stats a little bit here. I'm going to get a little bit nerdy, so please bear with me. But before I do that, I do have to give you a disclaimer here. So note this representation based in whole or in part on data generated by the Association of Interior Realtors, which assume no responsibility for its accuracy. There's the disclaimer right there. We'll keep that in the background. I've been told I have to keep it present, the disclaimer. And then, hey, something more fun. REMAX Kelowna, we are sponsoring the Music in the Park out here in West Kelowna. If you're not familiar, this is a big event in Memorial Park. There's a whole bunch of artists every Friday night from June 28th to August 23rd, between 6:30 and 9 p.m. You get a whole bunch of artists that are going out there playing music in the park. Definitely go check that out. There is the schedule, and you can also just Google it out, and I'll provide a link to that as well in the comments there. So check it out, Music on the Park, sponsored by REMAX Kelowna and all these other amazing sponsors as well. So let's get into the stats. So where are we sitting with the stats today? Well, it is a full-on buyer's market. There is more listings on the market today. And there's over 3,000 listings on the market, which the Central Okanagan residential has not seen over 10 years. And then the sales are down by about, I don't have a calculator with me right now, but because you're my calculator, um, sales are down about 10% year or take, maybe 12, something like that. So it is a full-on buyer's market. So buyers have more options these days. Um, and there's not much competition because a lot of people are holding off to see where interest rates are going to go with inflation, and also I feel like the legislation as well, and also too because you not a lot of people are buying. There's not a lot of sense of urgency in the market with that as well. So let me share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you what I'm seeing. Let's go into the stats first. So this came out here from the Interior Association. Residential sales stats from June 2024. So in Central Okanagan, we're looking at 394 units sold, which is down 21% from this time last year. Dollar volume of sales is 332.6 millions, which is down 22.6% this time last year. Active number of listings, 3,300 listings, which is up 48%, and there's new listings up 3.2% as well. Right into the stats here with the different categories. So single family sales is down 20.5%, 186 units sold. Benchmark pricing is down 5.7%, which is 1,009,200. Days to sell is up. It's up 12.7% at 50 days on market is the average. Inventory is up for single family, 54% increase from this time last year, which brings the total of inventory to 1,690 single family units. Sales for townhomes down 26.6%, 58 sales for townhomes. Benchmark pricing is down 8.5%, 717,000. Days to sell is down 44 days. Only 44 days on market is average for a townhouse sale, which is different from a single family. And then inventory is up 49.2%, 443 units. So townhomes are actually doing, I guess, a little bit better than single family. And then for condos and apartments, sales are down 30.5%. Benchmark pricing is down 8.6%, 489,000. 300 is the benchmark pricing. Days to sell is up 21%, 55 days on market is average, and then inventory is up 61.1% for condos and apartments. So that probably has to do with the short-term rental changes for Kelowna that are affected by that. People just selling their potentially selling their property there for short-term rentals. And then there's some more stats on like individual minor areas in the categories as well. If you'd like a copy of this, please send me a direct message with your email address, or you can sign up on my website as well, www.manilook.com. And then some other stats here for you guys. So this is from what is known as Matrix, which is the back end of or one of the back ends systems that I have the ability to see here from the Association of Interior Realtors. So the past 10-year stats, this is what I was talking about before. So inventory is up way over 3,000 here, and it hasn't seen that number since January 2014. So 10 years. And then some local insights. I always kind of find local insight and details a little bit interesting because it's always nice to know what buyers are searching for on realtor.ca. The minimum price of visitors in the second quarter for Kelowna is $500,000. People are using it as a minimum price. 13.3% of visitors, 1 million, 11.4% of visitors are looking using 1 million as a minimum price. 10.7 using 600,000 as a minimum price. 10.5% using 800, and then 10.2% using 700,000. And what's the maximum price? Oops, clicked on the wrong thing there. So maximum price, 12.7% of visitors are using $1 million as a maximum price. 12.6% are using 500 as a maximum price. 12.1% using 600,000 as a maximum price. 11.6% use 800. 10.9% using 700. So top 5 categories are all a million or under, and number 1 category was $1 million. What about bedrooms? What are most people searching for? 42% are looking for 2+ bedrooms. 40.5% looking for 3+. 19.7% are looking for 4+. And then 13.3% are looking for 1+. And 8.2% are looking for 5+ bedrooms. Bathrooms. 63% are looking for 2+ bathrooms. Makes sense. When I was looking for my house, I wanted at least 2 bathrooms as well, and more bathrooms, I guess, the merrier. So I was kind of put my search criteria on 2+. Second place, 1+ bed bathrooms, 23.4%. 21.3% looking for 3+, 7.1% looking for 2, and then 3.9% looking for 4+ bathrooms. So 517 people are looking for 4+ bathrooms. How about land size? Let's check that out. So 56% of visitors on realtor.ca are looking for 1+ acres, 3,000 people. 29.2% are looking for 2+ acres. 22.9% are looking for 5+ acres. 15.9% are looking for 10+ acres. And then 7.8% are looking for 50+ acres. 425 people looking for 50+ acres of land. Building type. What is the biggest categories? Number 1, house. 79.1% of people are looking for a house, which is 12,481 people. Makes sense. Everybody kind of has that dream, or most people have the dream of having a single family house. So house is kind of always at the top front of people. Second place is row townhouses. So 21.6%, 3,400 people. Apartment is 12.3%. Duplex is 7.7%. And then manufactured home or / mobile is 1.8%. So 288 people using realtor.ca to look for manufactured homes. Search terms. What are the top keywords? So in the second quarter, the top keywords are pool. 18.7% of people looking for a pool. 15.2%, 1,089 people are looking for waterfront property. Makes sense. We're out in the Okanagan here, so a lot of people want to have, or all have, that dream of being lakefront. It's kind of why we live out here. Be close to water as much as possible. That's why pool and waterfront are kind of the top 2 categories. Garage makes sense. We still live in Canada. Having a garage is nice to keep your vehicle away from the elements, as well as security and safety, and place to store stuff as well. So 8.9% looking for a garage. And then 4th and 5th, both kind of looking for the same suite. Having a mortgage helper these days is really helpful. Um, you know, really nice to have. So 8% of people looking for a suite, and then 5.1% looking for a basement suite. To almost kind of combine those a little bit. And then cities and neighborhoods searched. Graphic search terms are gathered from cities and neighborhoods that visitors enter into the primary search bar on realtor.ca. So what are people looking for in Kelowna? What area are they looking for? So 31% of visitors are looking for Kelowna, British Columbia. 4.5% looking for West Kelowna. 4.5% looking for West Kelowna, British Columbia. So you can kind of combine those two. 3.8% looking for Vernon, and then 3.6% looking for Calgary, Alberta. Demographics. What is the age category of people looking on realtor.ca in the second quarter? 22%, 22.8% are between the ages of 45 to 54. Makes sense, because I feel like Okanagan has kind of been founded or built upon a lot of the retirement communities, or I guess retirement people who've been looking for a place to be on the lake and kind of go boating in somewhere warm in Canada. Second largest category is 55 to 64. So again, kind of people looking for retirement. Third place is 25 to 34. So you got your younger age demographic here. And then fourth place, 35 to 44. And then user personas. So repeat buyers, 60%, 60.1% of people on realtor.ca looking for repeat buyers. And then 29%, 29.7% are first-time buyers. And then 50% are male and 48% are female. So those are the stats. Let me know what you guys think if you found this helpful. Let me know what you guys think if you found this helpful. Leave your comments below and send me a direct message if you want me to email you a direct copy or PDF of those stats, the association stats. And then, yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day, folks.